Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is Kirkendoll's In Messy Life, and if you can stay with me, we will try to get organized this week. Go ahead, if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, be a part of our family. And yes, I am still here in the lovely bathroom. As you can tell by today's title, we are talking about Elvis Presley. And this is going to be cut into a couple segments of videos. I didn't think it would be that long, but it actually ended up being a little bit longer than I thought. So, connecting with Elvis Presley. First off, I have been a fan of him since I have been 6 or probably 7 or 8 years old. I want to make that really clear. I always have been a fan. And when I became a medium, you know, I hear from people all day long, and I hear from different things. But I'm thinking, I want to hear from Elvis Presley. So what I did was I actually scheduled a reading with Diane, which her information will be linked below. And I said, hey, let's read Elvis Presley. Can you see if you can get him? Because I never actually channeled anybody at that time that I specifically wanted. You know, whoever just showed up, or was talking. So I said I would love, and also, if I want to say this as well, if you are a medium or into the metaphysical world and you read cards, if you ever want or have some abilities to do your own self-reading, I would say I would not recommend it. I would ask somebody else that you trust that's a medium and that can do it. And that's where I went to Diane, and I do have my notebook here. Oh! So I do have my notebook here for I can kind of remember everything. I wrote stuff down that he said, and what was really fun about this was that the other person also reading did not know really too much about Mr. Presley at all. I mean, you know, I think everyone mostly knows, well, yeah, Elvis Presley was a rock and roll star, or some malice to it, but you know, she doesn't listen to him or anything like that. So, and I didn't know that made it even better for her information to come through, because she was definitely unbiased, where I'm a little biased since I'm a fan and I know stuff about him. And so I was really anxious to see how this would go. So she opens up with saying something about blue eyes. I'm like, well, he had blue eyes, and ended up how he connected was the song Blue Moon, Blue Moon in Kentucky. And that was her first time, and even now when I try to connect with him, that's what I hear, and it's I think he is the only one that has actually connected with songs. And isn't that amazing? I still haven't had someone connect that or play like a melody. And he starts off and talking about his depression, and I was like, oh, okay, you know, I'm gonna let him have the floor, because I wanted to get my questions in, but I really wanted to be in his ambience or audio, whatever, you get what I'm saying. I can't say the word. And I was kind of really nervous too, because I'm thinking, oh, I don't know what I want to ask. I want to ask everything, but I also just want to sit there and like just feed me your information, because I always found him very fascinating and way ahead of his time. And I don't just mean with musical stuff either. And even now that I read him, you know, it's funny how he talked about his depression right off the bat, because he is a kind of a gray cloud, if you will, very sad spirit to read. And people who have depression or have killed themselves give off this type of color, and also the vibration is kind of hard to take. It's a lot of energy that takes from you. But he says I don't know, this was just so interesting. He says, everyone who listens to his music keeps it alive. Because I was like, your music is still big today and all this stuff, asking questions. But he says, everyone who listens to it keeps it alive. And I just am like, yes, I believe that. I am going through my notebook here because I wanted to make sure I got everything like written down too about it. And he goes, he also connects with people who have suffered from mental illness. And I'm kind of thinking, well, shit, I don't think I have mental illness. I've been like severely depressed. I'm thinking, oh. But he connects, that's one of his specialties. He connects with people who have autism, and not just autism. The other one was, I can't remember if it was Asperger's, maybe, but had problems moving and stuff. Maybe it was ALS. I'll have to ask him, I don't remember. But he connects a lot of people with mental illness as well. And he said that he latched onto me when I visited Graceland. And I'm thinking, I visited Graceland when I was 16 or 15, I think 15 years old or 16, I can't remember, with my mother. And what was really special is that I got to drive down there. But I was a big fan, and she took me down, and I about had like a hemorrhage coming off Elvis Presley Boulevard, seeing his house. I'm like, oh my God! And to hear that he connected with me right when I visited his house the very first time, because I've been back, and it's because I could see him. And I was really kind of confused. I said, huh? I said, I was 15, 16 years old. I wasn't really into the metaphysical realm, and I wasn't able to do what I am now. And even though I could have, I closed those doors where I would not open. I wouldn't be open to it. And regardless of that, though, what I came to learn is that me and anyone else who is in this field, we give off vibration. And so I was giving off that vibration, and we attract vibration. So also sometimes that's the thing with spirit. They know you can hear them and see them. They're like, hey, help me. That's why, I'm in the middle of training right now, and you'd be surprised at all the lovely spirits that come in to say hello, or what you doing? Do you need help with this? I need help with this? And it's just, I tell you, yes. So I give off a vibration, and I asked him, I said, Elvis, I said, I've been a big fan for years. I just said, have you reconnected with your mom? His mom was his very best friend. And even right now I'm getting emotional, taking on some feelings of his as well. I asked that, have you connected with your mom? And his mom was the love of his life, and he did. He got to reconnect with her, and that was one of the very best things of his passing away, that he got to be up there with his best friend. And I just thought, wow, okay, I didn't know. And he's like, come on, ask me some more questions. I'm thinking, oh, okay. I didn't know if I really wanted to continue. Of course I did, but if he wanted me to continue. And what is also interesting, what he said, and if you've watched this channel, I am a fan of Lucifer Morningstar, and he is one of my guides, as well as others, but he is one I've been focused on for a while. And during this reading took place probably 3 months ago, probably, so I didn't know if I wanted to share it. And it had to take a while to manifest, and I wanted to get the information out there about him because I think it's important. Whether I do it all correctly or in order, you know, I'm human. It is what it is. But he said, which I thought was so interesting right here, success of his music here. Once he passed away, Lucifer was responsible for rock music becoming what it is. And I said, what? I had to have him verify a little bit. Like, what? I was like, because he was religious and grew up like Southern gospel. I'm like, what do you mean Lucifer was responsible? And he was telling me a little bit about it after he passed away. He got to meet him, and you know, that's why his music has such healing in it, which we'll get on to other videos too. And I was like, oh, okay. And you know, he goes, I know I had, you know, had a great impact, because that's what I was like, you know, his music before, I don't know, before I even knew it, and this is like me getting emotional, taking on my emotions plus his, saved my life many, many times and helped me connect. And I'm going to get into that and why. I'm going to get into why that is, because even right now I'd be like, why am I crying about this man that I've never met? And when I went to his house, I could not wait to go even just up to the gate. Now knowing what I know and being a medium, that property gives off such vibration, and that's what it was. It's attracting, you know, well, no wonder it's attracting. It attracted me to it, and it's like, you know, and it boosted my vibration before without knowing it. But you know, and I was just, I don't know. So yes, this is part one of him. I just want to say, connecting with him, and I've got to connect with some really cool people. I think has been my favorite. There was so much I've learned, so I hope you guys stay tuned, and I will catch you later. Have a blessed holiday season, okay? Make somebody's day or holiday season. Go out and get that special gift, make it, say something really nice, make dinner, do the dishes after you make dinner. Like, those are the things that mean a lot. I tell you what, I love when my boyfriend makes dinner and then cleans it all up. I normally do it, but when he does it, it means the world. So, hope you guys have a good one, and I will catch you next time. Bye.